After my account tour, I realized how much I need to get done, and so I started working on Mondstat. Starfield Valley is in 98% and the mountains is 77, but I started working on Windfield Valley, so that's at 100 now, and I got the treasure compass, so this is a lot easier. And I was so shocked how easy it is to explore with this compass. Like, it just tells you whether or not there's treasure nearby, and I've never used it before. I was aware of it, but I guess whenever I heard people talking about the treasure compass, I was thinking of that other device that you can get, I think through reputation. What does it do again? I think it detects the animalculi. I think that's what it is. I think I was confusing it for that all these years, and I didn't realize that I never actually got the treasure compass. I realized it in the last video. But yes, I still haven't gotten Veressa yet. I keep wishing, and I record every time I wish, just in case I get her. But my pity is honestly really low, and her banner's kind of fading. I'm also lacking in motivation. I mean, I log in and I do what I need to do to get the primos, but I log right out. And I don't know, I guess I feel like I'll have to wait until her next rerun to get her. I think this is exactly what happened last time. My pity was too low, so I didn't have enough. But this means that my pity is building for Columbina, and guess who's gonna get Columbina in the next patch? Thankfully, my exploration for Starfield Valley was only 99%. It took me a really long time to find any chests, because at 99% you basically gotten everything already. And I didn't realize the chest was in here behind those boxes. But you've basically gotten everything already, and that makes it harder for the compass to find something in the area, because you've gotten everything in almost every area. So I was kind of just roaming Starfield Valley and in the main town with like Catherine and all that stuff for the longest time, it just kept saying the treasure compass did not detect. So I just had to keep on roaming until I found something, and I eventually did. It wasn't much, and I was really shocked at where the treasure was. It was over here, and I was shocked because I could have sworn I wandered over here before. Like, I felt like I touched every inch, every crevice of this particular portion, and apparently I didn't, because there was like 2 or 3 chests over here. I love the sound that the treasure compass makes when you click on it. I don't think you guys will be able to hear it, but if you guys like ever use it, I wonder if it's the same sound for every compass in every nation, or if it like changes. You know, the game developers or whoever's in charge of putting these chests in different places, they got really creative with it, because I wouldn't think to look in this particular corner. I mean, honestly, it's not too hidden, but it was hidden enough for me to be like, wow, it's 100%. Okay, now on to the mountains where Storm Terror's lair is. I started over at like the very edge and kind of made my way over to Storm Terror's lair. Storm Terror's lair had a lot. I honestly never really explored it that much. I kind of just went over there when I had to, like for commissions or something, or if I needed like a resource or material that was mainly in Storm Terror's lair, or if I had to fish, because they do have fishing spots over there. I was being very careful overall to avoid enemies, because the compass doesn't work when we're kind of like fighting, but we don't have to exactly be fighting. The enemy just has to detect us for it not to work, so I was being very careful. Anyways, yeah, I never really explored Storm Terror's lair like that, so there was a lot over there. In this moment, I was debating whether or not I should complete my commission, because I'm right here. I might as well do it. But and it was easy. It was like to defeat 5 opponents. But I checked my thing, and I already had 2 of those points completed. And I'm doing like this chest treasure thing, so it's gonna go up on its own. And it was the fire mage, the pyro mage. I didn't really feel like dealing with a pyro mage, so I ignored it and went along with my day. I really like that when it comes to non-chest stuff, it changes the icon to a flag. It really helps differentiate whether or not I'm going towards a chest or something else. But at the same time, it does the flag for, I think, anything that's not a chest, right? So it does the flag for the time trials, and it does the flag for the Sealies. I've noticed that. I don't know if, I don't think it detects those things that give Mora, like those random rock piles that give Mora, or like random boxes. I think those boxes are mainly in Inazuma though. But those do give expiration percentage, I'm pretty sure. I got distracted by the list. Those give expiration percentages, I'm pretty sure. But the treasure compass doesn't detect it. I guess, oh, actually, scratch that. It wouldn't, I don't think it really would detect it because it's a treasure compass. It's looking for treasure. And time trials and Sealies both give chests, so it's mainly looking for chests for me. You know, that's better for me because I need the primos, and you know, you can never have too many primos. This video is gonna be a pretty long one. Sorry for that. But I wanted to get all of Mondstat out of the way. Not all of it, sorta. I'm not counting what is it? Dragonspine. Because one, you can't use the treasure compass in Dragonspine. I realized that I tried to. You can't use it in Dragonspine, which is brutal because that means I'm looking around in this place that depletes my health if I'm too chilly, and with every like all kinds of pits and enemies and random stuff. So I have to raw dog it. You know, I've always raw dogged it, but you know, now I'm privileged. I have a treasure compass. I'm rich. Why should I go back to being poor? So I'll delay that as much as I can because just thinking about it makes me feel lazy, and that's why I didn't include it in this video. I forgot how I started this talking about Dragonspine. The nice thing about never having explored Stormterror's lair and having all these chests here is that every time I click the compass, there's a chest. Like left, right, up, down, in between every little secret spot is there. And that was really satisfying. Past me is completely missing this chest that's like directly underneath her. And I was standing there for a good minute. Notice how it changes tonight? I was just standing there. But it's literally right beneath her. There we go. You could tell when I noticed it.
The rewards of an adventure worth remembering.
Okay, and then I noticed the one in the back too, so I clicked the compass just for fun and went towards it. Can't miss the drops though. I love collecting things, just picking it up, seeing that sparkly goodness being clicked and put in my inventory. I kind of miss when I was a Genshin baby and felt intimidated by ruin guards. Now ruin guards feel so nice to fight. It's really satisfying. Just like the what are they called? The hypostasis is the hypostasi, whatever the plural is. Like the hydro hypostasis, the animal hydrostasis. Those, I mean, they're not like crazy easy, but they're a lot easier than a lot of the other enemies that's been coming out since then. So they're also really satisfying to fight. And I was already on my way to go fight it, but of course the ruin guard had to pick a fight with me early on, and I couldn't turn down the duel. I love how the more I leveled up that weapon that Furina has, the more it glowed and sort of kind of matched her. I really like that because I was aiming for Furina's signature weapon, and I was confident I was gonna get it. Just say I was confident, and I guess my confidence went the wrong way. It went towards what is her name? Nefer's signature weapon. It's nice and it's cool and it's great, and I would love to have Nefer, but I don't. I pulled for Farina, and now I have Nefer's signature weapon. Honestly, it had me thinking, like, you know, when you have to choose a weapon that you're aiming for before you start pulling, I wonder if when you do that, if you're more likely to get the opposite weapon, and then just so you have to keep on pulling and get the weapon you want, which is automatically gonna be guaranteed, like a money tactic, so that if you don't have enough primos, you end up buying more primos so you can get that weapon. I wonder if that's how it goes. I don't usually pull on the weapon banner, so I don't really know. Did I explain that correctly? I was trying to say, like, if you choose a weapon, like you have A and B, if you choose B, are you more likely to get A just so that B is guaranteed and you have to spend more primos or buy more primos in order to get B? Yeah, that's what I meant. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot about the achievements. Maybe I should go achievement farming soon. That would be nice. After this, I'm gonna go explore Liyue, because when I was getting the treasure compass for Mondstat, I also got the treasure compass for Liyue because I had an abundance of the sigils and materials necessary for it. Yeah, I really like just letting Farina's, what would you even call them, little hydro creatures go. They're so cute. I think of them as living things, because if there's like a fire nearby, they're just gonna shoot at it like children. But anyways, I really enjoy letting them do their own thing and attack the enemy while I'm running around teasing the enemy like, haha, you can't get me. And then Farina's stuff is just actively killing them. It saves a lot of time and effort. Oh my gosh, guys, I was watching this TikTok videos an edit, well, sort of an edit. I don't think it was an edit, but it basically had the scene in Fontaine's, I think, Art Conquest, when Navia was kind of, I don't want to say scolding, I don't know if that's the right word, but Navia was talking to Nouvellette, and she was basically saying stuff like, if you truly cared, then you would have stopped the duel. You have no idea how humans feel, blah 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 blah. I don't know, I don't remember what she was saying, but she was just saying stuff like that, and I literally had goosebumps. I was like, damn, I love Fontaine's story quest so much. I love Fontaine so much, like, guys. I love Fontaine so much. The day you guys hear me say that Fontaine is not my favorite nation anymore, or I don't like this about I mean, there's gonna be like a little bit of something that I don't like in every nation, but Fontaine, if you guys hear me saying anything bad about Fontaine, just know that's not me, that's AI. It's not me. Some of these chests were so hard to find. I don't know what it was, especially the ones that was closer to the border. You guys are gonna, actually, I think I cut it, but it was right after this where I think it's three different chests that was kind of the location was kind of along the line of the border, not exactly, but the location on the map where it says it would be on the map. Whenever I tried to go in person, it seemed like it would be along the border, and it just had me confused. I was teleporting left and right, trying to find a way to get there, and I honestly, even after I did this, I didn't fully understand the structure and how this it's kind of like a massive what's the word? It looks like a massive pillar, right? Like a massive cylinder. It's cracked a bit. It's surrounded by this wind barrier, this thing right here. I don't fully understand how to navigate through it, honestly, because those 3 chests were so hard to find. We're not here yet. Honestly, I thought I was gonna get there sooner, but it seems like I had a few chests to get first. I think I'm here now though. These 3 chests had me tweaking out so bad, just made me feel like I was going insane. Like, where's the chest? I'm in the location, or like the location doesn't exist. But there's a spot where I couldn't really describe to you where it is, but it's kind of like, it looks like one of these ramps. I think it's past the wind barrier, but it's not in the actual pillar like structure. It's not in the actual layer. It's but it's within the wind barrier, if that makes sense. So at first I tried to jump down here, see if maybe I can get to it through here. And you see there's not much breathing room between these 2 things. But it's somehow between these 2 things. I don't really understand that. It's like a ramp. It's like a ramp. You guys will see it when it comes. I'm just yapping. You guys can see now though that I'm gonna start kind of just trying to find this location of this next chest. It says it's in this general area on the map, but I can't really find it. And I was kind of thinking of glitching through. I don't know how people glitch in Genshin. I was kind of trying to do it the way I do it in Roblox, but that didn't work out. And I'm still searching. I'm searching, and I found this area. It's kind of like a it's kind of like a hallway between the wind barriers, and this is exactly where it is. Well, the first one, I think all 3 of them actually. This is what I mean by the chest can be really well hidden, because this chest, I'm thinking, oh, I need to fight these guys, I need to defeat them. I don't necessarily need to defeat them. Yeah, I had to get revenge on that Hiii real fast. Was that guy flying? But anyways, I thought I had to defeat these guys in order to get in. I thought maybe this chest was it, but no, it's actually in this, it's like in this corner underneath some rocks or something, but it's not like the kind of rocks where I gotta destroy them first. It's just hidden. Oh my gosh, guess who returned? It's what is his name? Marvelous something. The one who gives like 40 primos if you give him a bunch of random stuff like berries or whatever. Yeah, he's back. Does he come every lantern right? Oh my gosh, lantern right is almost here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the festival. I'm so excited for the rewards, for the food I'm probably gonna get. New recipes. Do they give new recipes? I honestly can't remember, but it's lantern right, so they must. And new skin and everything. Oh my gosh, I love lantern right. It follows the Chinese New Year, right? This is what I mean by the hidden chest. Not underneath some rocks. I guess it's not really underneath, but it was just hidden. Anyways, it follows the Chinese New Year, right? So what is the Chinese New Year? It follows different animals, right? What is the animal for this Chinese New Year? Oh my gosh, when I was in elementary school, a little side story. When I was in elementary school, we would always go over the Chinese New Year and learn about the difference, like the history behind it, and the different animals and whatever animal it was for that year. And if it works like that, if I'm remembering it correctly, and we would talk about the culture and all the festival foods and celebrations and everything, and we would do all kinds of arts and crafts and celebrate it. The school wasn't really a Chinese school. It was honestly, I don't think there was many Chinese people in that school to begin with, like teachers and students alike, when I look back at my yearbook. But we always, that was one of the things that we were always learning about and celebrating the Chinese New Year. And it made me really want to try moon cakes. To this day, that's one thing I really want to try. You know, I'm going to put that on my list of things I want to do. It's like a bucket list. I want to try a moon cake. I've mentioned this before, but I really enjoy watching those YouTube videos where people are making food from the Genshin cookbook. And I want to try some of those too. This chest was the second one in the 3 chests that I mentioned, I think. I honestly wasn't paying much attention. But it was relatively easy in comparison to its other 2 chest siblings. Okay, yeah, this one was hard to find. Sorry if you guys hear my cat in the background. Here she is. Okay, so now my exploration is at 85%. That's pretty good. Before it was 77, right? That's a lot of progress. We still got a little bit of a long way to go, but that's okay. That's kind of why the video is a little bit long. You know what I'm really excited to explore? Liyue, because I think I mentioned this before. But I didn't really explore Liyue like that, and I didn't realize it until I would go through Liyue and see a bunch of stuff that's just undone. And when I think about it, my memory of Liyue is like pretty empty. And I know a lot of people can remember when they first entered Liyue, when they first experienced this or that in Liyue. I remember close to nothing from Liyue aside from the lantern festivals. Okay, I think these were the last chests that was in that general area. I think it kind of made me veer away from it slowly, if I'm not mistaken. I love destroying the bushes in Genshin. Something about it is so satisfying, and they're always in my way, obstructing my view, so it's nice to just be able to get rid of them. Just a little random thing that I thought about. Okay, on to the next. There are so many enemies in Stormterror's lair. It kind of makes it a little bit difficult when it comes to using the compass, because you know we can't use the compass when an enemy detects us. I just really gotta be stealthy. It reminds me of those parts in different quests or events where we have to like sneak around. I never really liked those. I mean, I didn't hate them. It's just, it would stress me out a bit. Cause, I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. I don't like sneaking around. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's a hydro. I wanted to quickly... I hate when I'm pretty far, not like extremely far, but like pretty far from the enemy, and I'm about to change my character, but then they detect me in that exact moment and prevent me from changing my character. Like, who are you to do that? Okay. That was, ooh, a nice chest. I like that Mondstat has like really easy things to do, like really easy enemies, really easy enemy related stuff to get chests. It feels calming, honestly. Ooh, I love these. It's good that I already had Navia out. I really like the idea, the fact that it's easier for claymores to break things. I mean, it would also be really cute if it was easier for Geo characters in general to break stuff, but it makes sense that claymores can break rocks easier than like sword users or bow users, or what's the other one? Literally the flying weapon users. Okay, what is next? Ooh, next I think is a silly. Oh no, it's a time trial. I keep forgetting what each of the time trials symbols mean. I can only seem I'll talk about that after. I can only seem to remember the one for the bow, but I can't seem to remember the one where we have to like chase after stuff or fight an enemy. Yeah, I really don't like the kinds of stuff that make me go through these wind speed circles, because like I don't fly in that straight line. Like it would push me into a straight line, but the circle would be like slightly downwards because we're supposed to be, you know, kind of gliding down, but because we're being pushed by the speed circle, it's we don't have enough time to really like slowly glide ourselves down. So I really don't like that. Okay, chest. Some of these chests are so obvious. I just realized that it gave me 747 Mora. I feel like that's, for me at least, that's so low, because every time I see anything in the game giving me Mora, it's like always in the thousands and thousands, like 20,000 or 10,000. I feel like that just goes to show how privileged I am in terms of how rich I am in terms of Mora. I know some people don't have that, and I'm really grateful to have a lot of Mora. I think the thing is I just don't use them as much as others do, like, because they use it for like building characters and all that. Why did I do that? I mean, it got rid of the enemies, but at what cost? Okay, I know like people use it for characters and probably other stuff too. Oh, like domains give you Mora. I can't remember the other stuff that we use Mora for. Oh, like leveling up weapons and all that stuff. I know they use it for that, and they have like a lot of built characters, so that would take up a lot more. But I don't really do that often, so I feel like it makes sense. Maybe I should make a Hilichurl camp in my Serentia pot. I never felt the desire to, but I have all the tools and materials. Maybe it'll be cool. I think I want to just redesign. Maybe I'll go to another world in my Serentia pot and make a completely new design, because I kind of really want to. Maybe I should plan it out. That would be really fun. I saw someone making a video about I hate those things, about their 2026 Genshin wish list, and a part of me kind of wants to do that, but also I kind of told you guys what I'm aiming to do in like my sort of my goals in that account tour video. Like I told you guys I want to explore this, I want to get this, I want to get that. I just didn't like say what characters I want, but I kind of really just want all characters. So I don't think I do a good job with that video. Not that I wouldn't do a good job, I feel like I wouldn't be able to say something that I haven't really already said before. So maybe I won't do it, but I think it's an amazing idea. It's a wonderful idea. Oh, that reminds me, I'm really glad you guys like my thumbnails. Sometimes I look at them and I'm like, are they good enough? Do people like them? I feel like I see other thumbnails and I'm just like, oh my gosh, it looks so cute, it looks so perfect. And mine look kind of meh to me. But you guys like them, and sometimes I really do like my thumbnails. I just get what's the word? I just think about whether or not you guys like them, and then that makes me view them in a negative light. But I'm glad. When I'm searching for these chests, I kind of feel like the chest and I, we're one of the same mind. Like, we're so in tune with each other, because I've been making turns. Like the compass tells me like exactly where it is, but it doesn't tell me like left or right or any of that stuff. I wonder if I get closer to the chest and I click the compass again, if it's gonna do that golden string thing that would direct me to it. But anyways, I haven't really been like that thing right there, but I haven't really been doing it. And I just like been making turns and looking behind stuff, and automatically the chest would be there like I already knew it, but I didn't know it. So the chest and I were one of the same mind. What is that big, what is it, a cave? That big cave in the background. I wonder if I went and checked it out because it looks really interesting. Maybe I'll go back and check it. Yeah, I think I was really focused on getting these chests. Ooh, okay. So, this one is a Sealy, and those elemental, I don't even know what they are, but the elemental things. And I feel like with newer nations, I don't really see that much. I feel like I really saw them, the last place I really saw them was Inazuma, but I don't recall seeing them much in Sumeru or Fontaine. I feel like Sumeru, it sort of makes sense. I mean, we do have the Dendro element, but I feel like it's not really treated as much of an element as the others. Because when I'm using like Kazuha's burst, for example, it can't sweep up Dendro and make Dendro spin around and hit the enemies. I feel like Dendro isn't considered an element as in the way the others are, but Hydro is an element in that way. And I think this was supposed to be used to get an Animoculus. I wonder how I got it if I didn't use this, but Hydro is considered an element in that regard, and so I feel like I should have seen a lot of them in Fontaine, but you know, maybe I did and I'm just not remembering it, honestly. Okay, time to find these silly, the wisp. Come here, little wisp. Oh my gosh, I used to really like seeing those memes where it would compare Mondstat wisps to Inazuma's wisps. And I don't know, I found it so funny because the Inazuma wisp kind of silly. The Inazuma Sealies like really zoom around, like you can lose them. The Mondstat Sealies, they kind of just, wow, it made me come down here just to go back up. But the Mondstat Sealies really they like zigzag around. Like they would have a destination that's right in front of it, and it would make you take a detour. That's what Mondstat Sealies are. And I find that little personality of them really interesting. It's really fun. Cute. I've gotten a pro at avoiding stuff. Ooh, I should have gotten that. Oh wait, did I? I hate the ones that heal. I mean, I don't really play many gacha games. I think Genshin and Honkai Star Rail were the only ones I've really ever played, and then I had to stop playing Honkai Star Rail so that I could play Genshin. I had to make a choice, and I never really played any others, so I don't really know if this is how it is in other gacha games. But I really like. It can get annoying, but I do like that some enemies do have some of the abilities that the players have. Like, we're capable of healing, of putting up a shield, of using certain elements. We're capable of flying around through gliding. We're capable of, well, depending on the skill or burst or the character, we can like zoom really fast when we're fighting. And there are enemies that can do that. That can do every single one of those things. There's certain parts of Dragonspine that would be like a good sitting hideout spot, honestly. I was thinking about that in the beginning too. We got somewhere specific. Oh look, speaking of enemies that can fly. Ooh, another 3 chest thing. Oh wait, I didn't do that yet. Yes, I thought that was so cool. That's the thing about Mondstat. It will give you like these super easy enemies and then 3 chests at once. I love me some rewards. Before, I would always use Yanfei to fight this thing. It was so easy and it would end so fast, so quickly. Especially because when it goes up into the air to do that thing where it encloses you in that animal barrier, it's like if you hit it while it does that, it falls down. And Yanfei will hit it every time because, you know, oh, Catalyst, that's what the flying weapon is, Catalyst. With how much we've gotten so far, I'm pretty sure we're like nearing the end, sorta. So there shouldn't be that many chests left to get. I remember seeing stuff on the interactive map, people saying how if your nation says 100%, like that doesn't mean you got everything 100%. It's like there's still like chests and stuff that could be found. And so I find that really interesting. I mean, personally, I'm not gonna go around Mondstat looking for hidden chests, but that's such a nice detail for people who like really like to explore more than me, really like to dig in deep into the DNA of the nation to try and find every single thing. There are people like that and they really enjoy it, so I feel like that's a really nice addition. Okay, I wonder what the lore is behind this specific ruin. You know, I keep like wondering stuff and saying that I'm gonna go look it up and I'm gonna go find out and all that stuff, but I really don't. I think it's because I forget, honestly. I think of it in the moment, but then I forget about it. The Hydro and Cryo combo is diabolical. To gang up on me, the player, with such a lethal combo is crazy. I know that people have their different methods for doing this. Like some people are like, always Hydro first, and other people are like, always Cryo first. Honestly, I really don't care as long as one of them goes away first, because they work together in order to freeze you. And when you're frozen, it takes all those seconds to unfreeze, and within those seconds, the Hydro one always wets you again, and then the Cryo one freezes you again. That has to be intentional. This compass really took me all throughout Stormterror's Lair. I feel like I'm right at the borders of it, the edge of it. This is another good chilling spot. You know, Mondstat has really nice spots to just sit and be by yourself, all that stuff. I feel like I would really enjoy living in Mondstat. Like, Mondstat is the one place I mean, there are a few places, you know, let me think about this. If I were to live in Teyvat, where would I want to be? I would want to be in Fontaine, and I would want to be in Mondstat. I wouldn't want to be in Inazuma because it's Inazuma. I wouldn't want to be in, honestly, no. I would want to be in Fontaine, Liyue, and Mondstat. I feel like Liyue has a lot of Hilichurls, a lot of Conrians, but they're usually like on the outskirts of civilization, no? And gosh, Liyue is beautiful. Liyue is gorgeous. I think I would really, really like living in Liyue. And the culture there is just so nice. Like, everyone's just loving their own culture. I mean, they're like that in Inazuma as well. Honestly, I think they're like that in every nation, right? Yeah. It really, like, their outfits and the stuff they do, it really shows the culture of their nation. Really shows, yeah, they're from this nation. Natlan, you know, actually, I think I'll be able to tell it. Natlan, I feel like when I look at a Natlan character, sometimes if I didn't know they were from Natlan, actually, maybe I would. But Sumeru, Fontaine, Liyue, and Mondstat, they really have really distinguishable outfits and stuff that really shows they're from that nation, shows their culture. Natlan might have the same, but I'm kind of blinking, so I'm not really 1000% sure. So I feel like I would really enjoy living in Fontaine, Liyue, and Mondstat. Sumeru, not so much. I love Sumeru, I truly do, but not exactly to live in. And Natlan, not really. Notcry, no. I love Notcry, but I don't want to live there. Oh my gosh, those enemies that throw things that follow you, that's just another thing that's so, like, gosh. It's just like the freeze combo. It's so annoying. It's really annoying. Do I really even have to defeat this? Oh, but the fire shield is gone, so might as well. Whopper flower. Okay, let's check the progress. 98%, so we're really close, guys. We did this. We're really close to 100%, and I'm really proud of us. Okay, time to change. I have to change back to what I was before, because I really only took out Ganyu for the time trial, and I like to use my Wika for exploring and all that stuff. Okay, 98% is pretty close, so there should be like, I don't know, 1, 2, or 3 stuff left to do. There's collecting Animaculi. Oh, does collecting Animaculi give exploration points? We're at 100. Okay, I guess it does. Oh my gosh, we did it. We 100% Mondstat, like a whole nation. Well, dragonspine doesn't count, but still. Okay, so we're nearing the end of the video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you enjoyed it, give it a like. If you loved me, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye bye.